right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video. Yes, we are back once again, and I hope all of you guys are just as excited for the upcoming Season 2 DLC as I am. We have a lot of stuff to look forward to that we're also going to be talking about in today's video. We have the new DLC characters, which at least 9 characters at this time are confirmed, but I think there's actually going to be a little bit more. We'll get into all of those soon. We have new game modes coming up like survival mode. We'll talk about that in a little bit as well. And we also have confirmed new customizations and what I think might have been the most hype thing in that teaser trailer that we saw a couple of weeks ago. New super attacks as well. As you guys can see from the graphic on the screen right now, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta are getting their DBS Broly super attack, the Tag Super Kamehameha, and Gallic Gun finisher. Oh, I cannot wait for that. I don't know exactly how they're gonna pull off the alternate super attacks or anything like that, but I can't wait to see it. In today's video, however, we're not only going to be going over some more predictions that I think we can look forward to in the new Season 2 DLC, but also a slight update that was just implemented a couple of days ago as well that pertains to the new game mode that we just got in Mission 100. So if you guys have been enjoying the Dragon Ball content thus far, consider leaving a like on the video. We're about to go so crazy this year. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any new Dragon Ball content coming up. Without further ado, let's hop right in. So we're gonna start over here on Bandai Namco's official Dragon Ball Sparking Zero website, where I want to read this little article that was written by the PR team. This was when the Genki Dynasty event came out. This is pertaining to the upcoming content for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and this is straight from Bandai. This is gonna read: Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gets new content and modes coming this summer. During the Genki Dynasty event, it's been announced that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will receive new content in the form of a DLC. This is Season 2, coming later this year, and like they said in the title right here, we know that it's going to be coming this summer. But there's also something that they didn't necessarily speak on right here, and we'll get into that when we go over something in the video in a minute. That we're also going to be getting a new game mode actually before the DLC as well, in addition to new characters that'll be revealed later. Like I said, this feeds into my theory that there's going to be more than those 9 characters that we saw in the teaser trailer coming soon, and probably within this very DLC, mind you. And they could do something like what they did with Shallot, where he was an extra DLC in between DLCs 2 and 3 of last year. So I do think maybe at some point during this year, maybe we'll get an extra DLC. Maybe that new extra DLC could actually be Android 21, kind of keeping it with the game original characters, being like buffer DLCs or in-betweeners or whatever you want to call them. I think that would be pretty cool, and I've been advocating for Android 21 to come to this game since its inception, right? But moving on into this article, in addition to new characters that will be revealed later, the game will receive new costumes, stages, and modes. New stages and costumes are like a really big deal. As you guys know, we've only gotten one new stage so far since the game's come out, that being the first Demon Realm from Daima. So I think that they probably already, been working on a lot of these stages. We know they've already done the Kame House stage because that was in the trailer. I don't think we saw any other new stages in the trailer, so that could potentially be the first one that we end up getting. But since they're saying stages, I do think that there will be multiple new stages within Season 2's DLC as well. As far as modes, we know survival mode is coming. Outside of that, I don't really know what other modes they could add to the game. Maybe I'll have to go back to all the other Tenkaichi games and see what game modes they had in all of those as well. So this is going to say Super 17, Super Saiyan Bardock, and King Piccolo are among the upcoming characters. The theme song for this new DLC will also be performed by Kageyama. Yes, we already saw that as well. That's going to be super hyped to finally get some new music in the game. This marks his first time in 18 years contributing a theme song to content related to Dragon Ball Sparking series, with both the lyrics and composition handled by Kageyama himself. Yes, and I'm gonna go ahead and skip down here. The first mode to come will be released as a free update, which we already got, which is Mission 100. It's a solo mode featuring 100 battles with specific conditions for both your team and opponents, similar to the mode that existed in Tenkaichi 3. Now, this is where they're going to speak on the next game mode that's going to be coming to Sparking Zero. Another free DLC coming this spring will add a survival mode. This new DLC content will make its way to all of the systems outside of Switch and Switch 2, I guess, this summer. Now, down here, they're going to say Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 versions will begin to receive DLC from the Season Pass starting this winter and will receive additional content later. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I guess it, I'm not even going to say it makes sense, because I feel like at this point in the game, they should have kind of tried to, I guess, catch up Switch and Switch 2. But the fact that they're not going to get the season 2 DLC until the summer, which is like literally the end of the year, probably like the last 2 months of the year, that's an L for Nintendo Switch players, man. I'm sorry, you guys. You got to get, at least try to get on PC if you like don't have another console. You guys got to get this on PC at the least, man. So now let's go ahead and go over here to the official Dragon Ball Games Twitter account, where they went over an update that was very necessary to Mission 100. So this right here is gonna read, "Thank you for playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero." And I don't know why they attached this to the I don't know why they put this in the replies. They made like a whole thread of replies to the trailer from a couple of weeks ago. So this is gonna be attached to the tweet talking about the update for Mission 100. This is gonna read, "Thank you for playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. We will be releasing an update in the near future to address the following issue. An issue where Mission 78 and Mission 100," and I'm not even gonna cap to you guys, I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm on like Mission 40 and it's already getting pretty damn hard. "An issue where Mission 78 and Mission 100 results in an immediate defeat right after the battle begins. We apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your understanding and support." Now I want you guys to let me know down below in the comments, and please don't cap, man. Like, you don't got a lot to kick it, bro. I literally just told you guys I haven't made it that far yet. How many of you guys have experienced this? Now obviously it's gone. I think this got patched like a couple of days ago. Yeah, February 6th, as they say right here. How many of you guys experienced this? Like, what was it, just impossible to get past this? Like, was the highest you could get was to Mission 78, and then this happened and they had to like hot fix this because nobody could get to Mission 100? Let me know down below in the comments if you experienced this. So the next tweet is going to say, "The update to fix Mission 78's issue in Mission 100, which results in an immediate defeat right after the battle begins, is scheduled to be distributed on February 6th, which was last Friday at 8 AM UCT or UTC. Thank you for your patience and for playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero." Now, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what Seto Kaiba said down here. "You fixed it, thanks. But now I've beaten all 100 missions, and there is no reward for any of it, but other than Zenny, that is useless until the shop is updated. Don't only add game modes and rewards, customizables, accessories, auras, etc. while we wait on the DLC." That was like the perfect tweet to have at the top of this thread right here. I'm not gonna lie. That's the reason why I've kind of been going slow with Mission 100. We haven't really gotten anything. And as you guys saw in the video that I posted for Mission 100, yeah, you can get Dragon Balls from it, but even the Dragon Ball rewards, until they add those extra customizations and accessories and, like he said, auras, which I think other auras would be really cool. Now, the only other aura that we've gotten in the game so far is the one that you had to pay for, the V-Jump aura. I don't know if all of you guys got that. I can't remember if you have to pay for it, because I have it on PC and I didn't have to pay for it. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but other than that, there's really no other customizable auras in the game. Now, don't get me wrong, it does look insanely cool depending on who you have it on. Like on Goku Black, the aura looks absolutely dope, man. But other than that, it's not really something like, you use it a few times, it looks cool, and then you just kind of forget about it, right? I even took it off because I like how some of the other auras look over that. Like Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta's aura, that's my favorite aura in the game. UI Goku's aura looks insanely cool, just regular. So they definitely do need to add other customizable auras. Maybe let you change the color on auras and things like that. Obviously, we know other customizations and accessories are coming, so that's just something that we have to wait for. Now, moving on to characters that we absolutely already know are coming in the big Season 2 DLC for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, we have Pikkon. We have Zanya, which she was hella random. To me, she was kind of random, but we do have like random Frieza Soldier number 67, right? We have General Tao, Champa, Bardock, Super 17, Grandpa Gohan, Demon King Piccolo, and Devilman. This is an absolutely crazy group of characters to have for the big Season 2 DLC. Now, if they kind of split this up into maybe a handful of characters here, a handful of characters here, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how they would do that with this group of 9. Obviously, the only thing that I see here is like having Grandpa Gohan, Demon King Piccolo, Devilman, and Tao be one DLC. But these other 5 characters, I don't know how they would split those guys up. As somebody said down here, though, I think it was the very first comment. Yeah, like awesome to see that this is the next line of DLC. Just having Demon King Piccolo and Super 17 and Tao makes the game feel a lot more complete. Them adding Pikkon and Super Saiyan Bardock also shows that they're listening to feedback, as those two get requested a lot. I said that in one of my recent Sparking Zero videos, that Super Saiyan Bardock, and I didn't necessarily mention Pikkon because I was just so infatuated with Super Saiyan Bardock coming to this game. They definitely listen to us. Now, when it comes to Super 17, this was a character that we've been predicting would eventually come in a later DLC, whether that be a specific GT expansion DLC, which I still think maybe it won't be specifically a GT expansion DLC, but I do still think that sometime in the near future, whether it be in this season 2 DLC or maybe a little while after that, we will be getting the rest of the guys that we spoke about in those predictions, being Nova Shinron, Ice Shinron, possibly Rildo, maybe Legic. I do still think all those guys have a pretty good chance of making the game. Other than that, I still think we could possibly see a Raleigh. I think that this is kind of, since these are the most characters from one specific theme of Dragon Ball, that being OG Dragon Ball, this will probably be the first batch of DLC characters that we get. If I had to guess, I could still be completely wrong about that, but I wouldn't be surprised if the first DLC that we see over the summer is an OG Dragon Ball DLC with these 4 characters, and then they add like a Raleigh or who else, maybe like Launch or something like that. I don't know, they could do a lot of stuff with OG Dragon Ball. They could do like General Blue, a whole lot of stuff. Who knows, they could even put Chi-Chi in the game. Who knows, man? Chi-Chi was catching bodies in OG Dragon Ball. She had them hands back then. But other than that, I don't really know. I mean, I guess we do have 2 movie characters right here with Zangia and Pikkon. If they wanted to expand on that a little bit more, maybe they could do like matter of fact, outside of these characters right here, I still stand by the fact that Super Dragon Ball Heroes is the biggest untapped well of just endless content for a game like this. Sparking Zero could go so hard with like Cumber, Golden Cooler, Beat even. That Beat might be a little OP because he can, I don't know. They could do a lot of stuff. I mean, Few, Toa, Mira, like where are those characters? Demigra. Like there's so many characters from just other Dragon Ball series that could be implemented into Sparking Zero. And once again, Android 21, I feel like she's a shoe-in at some point. If Furutani, if you're watching this video, you could have just made this an even 10 by throwing Android 21 in here, and people would have went even more crazy than they already were. The only thing, please don't give her some whack-ass moveset. Like, I know she'll have like Candy Beam or whatever, or Snack Beam, whatever she called it in Fighters. Don't give her full power energy wave. Don't give her full power consecutive energy volley, whatever it's called. Give her some stuff. Matter of fact, just take her entire Fighters moveset and put it in Sparking Zero. But other than that, I'm super excited for these characters. As far as maps go, I think we can kind of get hinted on some of the stages that we could possibly see in an upcoming DLC or update for Sparking Zero just right here. Like Pikkon, he's fighting in Hell, where Janemba turned everything to like jelly beans and all that stuff. That's definitely a stage that I could see coming to Sparking Zero soon. Champa, it looks like, you know, this kind of looks like Beerus's planet. I can't remember exactly where this scene is from. We're still missing stages like the Lookout. I can't remember exactly. You guys have to remind me down below in the comments, and you probably call me a fraud for forgetting this. Where did Bardock fight Chill? What was that planet called? I can't remember off the top of my head. If you say Planet Vegeta, I'm gonna go run through a wall. If I forgot that, then I'm just a fraud. I'm sorry, but let me know down below in the comments the planet that Super Saiyan Bardock fought Lord Chilled. But I mean, beyond that, there's just so many other stages and so many other customizations and things that I think we will be seeing in the big season 2 DLC for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Once again, when it comes to the new super attacks and everything like that, that's probably the thing that I'm most excited for. But you guys let me know down below in the comments what other characters you want to see in this season of DLC for Sparking Zero, what other stages you want to see, and what types of customizations and accessories you guys want to see. But I think I'm gonna wrap up this video, ladies and gentlemen, just a little bit of a short update pertaining to Mission 100, going over some more predictions for the DLC that's going to be dropping this summer. But I think that is going to do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is going to be just fine as long as they keep up stuff like this. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, my boys.